In Garmisch-Partenkirchen today, there are two competing worlds: tradition versus sports. Munich's Olympic bid has divided the Bavarian town.
In terms of marketing ourselves, we're clearly profiting from the reputation of the 2018 Winter Olympics and Paralympics.
I don't care about that. This isn't about money. It's about our homeland.
And that homeland is Garmisch-Partenkirchen. Winter sports are nothing new here. The town is home to numerous ski resorts and stadiums and is bidding for the 2018 Olympics together with Munich. Still, Garmisch would have to construct some new facilities to host the games on land which the owners don't want to give up.
They planned to build a half-pipe on the hill over there, and we were supposed to provide the land. The topsoil would have been removed and the barn gone. At least that's what the contract said they could do to create an open space for the Olympics. Maybe the parking lot there will be enough. But we're not giving them anything.
Garmisch-Partenkirchen's mayor from the grassroots movement CSB can't understand the farmers' obstinacy. He's a vehement supporter of the Olympic bid, which he hopes will bring more tourists, new roads, and jobs. He says the amount of land that must be sacrificed is small.
In Garmisch-Partenkirchen, the area we'd have to build on permanently for the Winter Olympics is no larger than a soccer pitch. The rest of the facilities are already built. We're fit for the 2011 Skiing World Championships. Much has already been expanded. The ski stadium, the big ski jump, etc. As far as the sports facilities go, we don't need to build on any more big meadows. It's quite limited, so I don't understand the fuss.
For Olympic athletes, competing in the shadow of Germany's highest mountain, the Zugspitze, is enticing. But conservationists are worried that once the games are through, the natural landscape will be ruined. And with it, Garmisch-Partenkirchen's future as a tourist destination.
A third of our tourists come during the 4 winter months. But just 10% come to ski. People want to hike here to enjoy the quiet, the clean air, and the winter landscape. They don't necessarily want hustle and bustle.
Today's Winter Olympics look much different than they did back in 1936 when Garmisch-Partenkirchen hosted the Games. Nazi propaganda marred that Olympics, but it also laid the foundation for Garmisch-Partenkirchen to become a winter sport resort. Back then, hosting the Games wasn't such a huge affair. If the Olympics do return to Garmisch-Partenkirchen in 2018, the town will be in a virtual state of emergency for 2 weeks. Elisabeth Koch of the CSU once strongly backed the Olympic bid, but now she's having her doubts.
You must take sensitivities and centuries-old traditions into account. People who tend to their land and put lots of work into it. That's what this is about.
For her and many others in Garmisch, the only real solution would be to hold a referendum on the Olympic bid.
I'd have supported it had the citizens been asked. Until now, only the town council was asked. That's 30 periodically elected officials who voted unanimously in favor. That was back in 2007, and of those elected officials, 2/3 are no longer in office.
But the town's mayor dismisses the idea of a referendum. For him, the journey towards the Olympics is a one-way trip. There's no going back now.
I'm firmly convinced that the people of Garmisch-Partenkirchen would vote in favour of the Olympics in a referendum. However, the town signed contracts months ago, so we're unable to proactively hold such a referendum. We're bound by these contracts, so there's no question of organising petitions, for example.
Munich's bid committee seems oblivious to the dispute in Garmisch. The Olympic bid book was officially handed over in the presence of champion ice skater Katharina Witt and the press. The farmers are outraged.
They'll wreck everything, just so the me generation can party for 14 days.
Will tradition in sports reach a compromise? Time will tell. In July, Garmisch finds out if it's been chosen to host the 2018 Winter Olympics.